first question. Well, welcome to Berlin.
Thank you. Dankeschön.
You look amazing in this outfit.
Thank
Can
you.
you talk a little bit about it?
Oh, it's just, this is an Archive Galliano, and I'm just very grateful that he sent me these beautiful pieces, and I'm having a wonderful time wearing them and coming to Berlin. I haven't been here for a while, so I was so happy to see my beautiful fans. I also wore him when I was getting off the airplane.
And of course, you're here to talk about your new album. We all can't wait to it's finally coming out. But it's supposed to be very different than your last three albums. Can you explain a little bit? What can we expect?
You know, I suppose it is very different. It is always hard for me to compare things musically because it comes from my heart. But I would say that art pop is a real spiritual experience with very loud electronic music. But it does have its softer moments as well. There are some moments that are very heartfelt and very personal, where I share deep things about myself that I've never shared before. I had to really dig deep to find the strength to write about these things, and they actually healed me in a lot of ways. I felt saved by the music. And this is something I didn't experience before. When I was writing The Fame, I was struggling to be noticed as an artist. And then when I wrote The Fame Monster, there was a mixture of some records I had written already, as well as songs that I wrote as my fame began to grow. And Born This Way, this was an album where I put it all on the line. I said I want to do something that if I die tomorrow, I leave my mark on the world in terms of change, in terms of message. My fans mean so much to me, and in a way you feel kind of sick when you are on stage, leaving with them, everybody buying tickets. You make so much money as an artist, right? And I thought to myself, but what is it all for, this money? Why? I wanted to do something with Born This Way that really gave back, made me feel like I was worth it for the fans. So that whole album was about a message. It was about freedom, about equality, about giving my fans as much inspiration as I could for them to be a voice for their generation, to scream from the top of their lungs about what they want. So for 2 years, it was like a crusade, this record. And art pop is a celebration of Born This Way, and The Fame Monster, and The Fame. It is my way of acknowledging something that is happening naturally in culture. Pop art moving like an inferno, round and round and round until it explodes. And the art, the soup can art, is now back onto the soup can. Or I should say it is on the soup can for the first time. We are taking what was essentially the destiny of Warhol, and it is reality now. It's unfortunate that he's not here to see himself on the front of every Perrier bottle as you take a sip, but this is so amazing. The art that was obsessed with commercialism is now running commercialism. This is what I'm really interested in. And the album reflects that, a spiritual experience with my love of art, my love of these amazing photographers, filmmakers, and sculptors like Jeff Koons, and how I like to be, as much as I can, a muse and a vehicle for people to express themselves, including my fans. I don't really care so much about just being a vehicle to express myself anymore. I want to express the emotions of others.
And I read that your cover for Art from Jeff Koons was already, well, the ex-director of the Tate Gallery in London said it's an amazing piece, and said it looks very good and stuff. So I like it a lot, and I know you are a big fan of Jeff Koons. Can you talk a little bit about that collaboration?
Well, that is very sacred to me, so I don't want to, delve too deeply. Some of those things are very private for me and Jeff. But what I will say is that he is an incredible artist, and I know that you know this. But there was something so pure about him. His joy in making art is like something I've never seen before, like a child. He is so incredible. I could listen to him talk for hours and hours and hours. And I was very blessed, you know, that when we met, I was able to play him my record before anybody. And I knew that this collaboration would not happen if he did not like the music and if he did not like the idea behind the whole thing, art pop. He was very supportive, but more than anything, I said to him, I said, this gift that you are giving me, this sculpture, what this represents really is not for me. It is for my fans and it is for the world. This is the hope that anyone with some talent can work and be disciplined and go, 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 until someday maybe an amazing artist like Jeff Koons will say, I believe in you, that is art. And that's really what it's all about. It is about hope, it is about faith, it is about how you can create a piece. What I learned from him is his work, when you're in the room with his sculptures, there is nothing more important than the work. It is like God, in a way, for me. It is a faith that I'm sort of spellbound always, like I can't speak, totally speechless. And it is because, you know, maybe when people build you up as a human being to be so amazing, me, Lady Gaga, so amazing, throwing flowers at your feet and want to throw you parties and take you to dinner and send you clothes. These things are overwhelming and I am grateful, but what a humbling experience to be in the room with something, an art piece that is so much more important than you are. It is a sense of gravity for me, a sense of humanity, something that I truly need in order to stay creative. The minute that your ego gets so big, you can't make anything anymore. It's like, where do you go?